Hello everyone, nice to see you again. Today we continue to study chapter 7, leadership, but also this is the first time you study with me through videos. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's start. As you already know, the target skills of chapter 7 are: first, we aim to achieve leadership skill. Leadership skill is the ability to direct behaviors of others towards the accomplishment of objectives. Second, we aim to achieve motivation skill. The motivation skill is the ability to motivate employees, in which you can both satisfying employees' needs and helping the organization attain its goal. And as you already know, leading is not the same as managing. Leadership is a subset of management. Leading emphasizes mainly behavioral issues. And let's come back to the content of the chapter. Sorry, I cannot do it. I cannot go back. This PowerPoint doesn't allow me to go back. Okay, in this chapter, we study 4 sections. 7.1, defining leaderships and approach to leadership. 7.2, leadership today. 7.3, the motivation process. 7.4, motivating organizations members. And last week, we did summarize chapter 6. And we study section 7.1, in which we know leadership is the process of directing the behaviors of others towards accomplishment of some objectives. We also study some popular approaches to leadership, e.g., the change approach to leadership and the situation approach to leadership, a focus on leadership, leader behavior. And let's move to section 7.2, leadership today. Okay, in this section provides you with the chance among today's leaders to get employees involved in their organizations. Leadership today is different from the leader we used to see in the past. In these figures, figure 16.8 contrasts the soul of the new leader with the minds of the manager. In section 7.2, leadership today, you will see 5 leadership styles have emerged recent years to suit the new situation. It is transformational leadership, coaching, super leadership, servant leadership, and entrepreneur leadership. Here we go. The first one, 7.2.1, transformational leadership. Transformational leadership is leadership that affecting followers' belief and using that to inspire organizational success. This style of leadership creates a sense of duty within an organization. It encourages new ways of handling problems and promotes learning from all organization's members. To do so, transformational leaders raise the awareness of followers regarding organizational issues and their consequence. They also create a vision of what the organization should be and facilitate organizational change that support the visions. In the next section, 7.2.2, coaching. Coaching is leadership that instructs followers on how to meet the special organizational challenges they face. There are kinds of behavior that a successful coaching leader often do. First, they listen closely, carefully, to really listen and not fall into the trap of immediately rebuting statements made by followers. And second, they give emotional support to their follower. And they also show the example of what constitutes appropriate behavior. For example, the coaching leader shows followers how to handle an employee problem. By demonstrating expertise, the coaching leader builds the trust and respect of followers and therefore can influence them. The next, super leadership. What is super leadership? Super leadership is leading by showing others how to lead themselves. For example, super leadership teach employees how to think on their own and act constructively and independently. If they are successful, they can develop productive, work independently employee, and thus they can lead to organizational success. Let's move to the next slide. This table 16.2, shows characteristics of an effective coach. I will give you some time to read by yourself. The next one, servant leadership. Servant leadership is an approach to leading in which leaders view their primary roles as helping followers in their quest to satisfy personal needs, aspirations, and interests. Here are some characteristics of servant leaders. We can enable them to have followers pursue their needs, aspirations, and interests. For example, servant leaders are good listeners, persuasive, aware of their surroundings, empathetic, and of course, they are stewards. The next one, entrepreneur leadership. Entrepreneur leadership is leadership that is based on the attitude that the leader is self-employed. Leaders of this type act as if they are playing a critical role in the organization rather than mostly unimportant one. We move to the next slide. In this slide, figure 16.9, it shows the various combinations of the 5 leadership styles that a leader can adopt. How about the stage portion? The stage portion of the finger represents a leader whose style comprise all 5 styles. Okay, let's move to the section 7.3, the motivation process. Here we go. First of all, we have definitions of motivations. Motivations is the inner state that causes an individual to behave in a way that ensures the accomplishment of some goals. In other words, motivation explains why people act as they do. For example, my motivation to work is become a helpful teacher. Of course, I'm an employee in this university, so I act in the way that can help me to become a helpful teacher. Next section, we discuss some important process and content theories of motivation. The first one, process theories of motivation. 4 important theories describe how motivation occurs are: first, needs goal theory; second, V-room expectancy theory; the next one, equity theories; and the fourth one, Porter-Lawyer theory, in which the first, the needs goal theories of motivations, is the most fundamental of the motivation theory discussed in this chapter. In this slide, figure 7.1 illustrates main tenets of these theories. As the figure indicates, motivation begins with an individual's feeling a need. This need then transformed into behavior to reduce the felt need. For example, when an individual feels hunger, this need is typically transformed first into behavior directed at supporting the performance of the goal behaviors of eating. Second, we move to the next slide. Second, the V-room expectancy theories of motivation. The V-room expectancy theories is based on the premise that felt needs cause human behavior. However, the V-room theory also addresses the issues of motivation strength. Motivation strength is an individual's degrees of desire to perform a behavior. As these desires increase or decrease motivation strength fluctuates correspondingly. Third, but we don't have it here in this slide, equity theories of motivation. This theory looks at individuals' perceived fairness of an employee situation and finds that perceived inequities can lead to change in behavior. This theory is based on premise that to right the inequities, people will they can change their work inputs, try to change the compensation, try to change their own perceptions, or leave the situation. The fourth one, as you can see in the slide, the Porter-Lawyer theories of motivations. Although this theory is consistent with two theories, the needs-goal theories and the V-room expectancy theory, Porter and Lawyer theory provides a more complete description of the motivation process than either the needs-goal theories or the V-room expectancy theory. Okay, we move to the next. This slide, figure 7.3, shows summaries of the Porter-Lawyer theories of motivation. Next, content theories of motivation, human needs. The content theories of motivation have been developed to help managers better understand human needs. It is Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and the first ERG theories, Average maturity, immaturity continuums, and McClelland's acquired needs theory, in which Maslow's hierarchy of needs, perhaps the most widely accepted description of human needs in the hierarchies of needs concept developed by Abraham Maslow. Look at the next slide. Figure 7.4. Maslow states that human beings possess the 5 basic needs described in this figure 7.4, and theory that the 5 basic needs can be arranged in a hierarchy of importance, the order in which individuals generally try to satisfy them. I will explain one by one. The first one, physiological needs. Physiological needs relate to the normal functioning of the body, for example, food, water, oxygen, clothing, etc. The higher one, the next one, a security or safety need. It relates to the individual's desire to be free from harms, including body and economic disaster, for example, job security, safe environment. The next one, social needs, include the desire for love, companionship, and friendship, for example, friends, relationship, belongingness, etc. And the next one, esteem needs. Esteem needs is concerned with the desires for respect, for example, self-esteem, self-confidence, achievements, status, etc. And the highest one, self-actualization needs. Self-actualization needs refers to the desire to maximize whatever potentials an individual possesses. For example, peak experience, pursue talents, and self-fulfillment. Next, but sorry, I cannot go back to the previous slide. ERG theory is in the previous slide, but I cannot go back. ERG theory of motivation, we have Clayton, and is a scholar. This scholar responds to some of the criticisms of Maslow's work by conducting his own study of human needs. It calls Anna's ERG theory. He identified 3 basic categories of needs. First, existence needs. It is the needs for physical well-being. Second, relatedness need. This is the needs for satisfying interpersonal relationship. And the next one, growth need. It is the needs for continuing personal growth and development. And in this slide, we have Aries maturity immaturity continuum. This series also furnishes insights into human needs. However, according to Aries, as people naturally progress from immaturity to maturity, they move from, as you can see in the slide, from a stage of passivities to increased activities, from a stage of dependence on others to relative independence. I give you some time to read through the slide. Okay, we move to the next slide. Here we go, the McLennan acquired need theory. This is another theory about human needs. McLennan emphasized three of the many needs human beings develop in their lifetimes. First, need for achievement. This is the desire to do something better or more efficiently than it has ever been done before. The next one, needs for power. This is the desire to control, influence, or be responsible for others. And the next one, need for affiliations. This is desire to maintain close, friendly, personal relationship. Before going to this section, section 7.4, please remember that manager can understand the needs to have appropriate policies at workplace. Okay, the last section 7.4, motivating organization members. This section discusses the importance of motivating organization members and presents some strategy for doing so. The first one, the importance of motivating organization members. It is clear that unsatisfied needs can lead organization members to perform either appropriate or inappropriate behavior. Thus, managers must have appropriate motivating actions in the workplace. The next section, 7.4.2, strategy for motivating organization members. This section implies that managers have various strategies to motivate employees. The managerial motivation strategies are as follows. We have managerial communication, we have theory X, theory E, we have job design, we have behavioral motivation, we have Likert management system, and monetary incentives, non-monetary incentives. There is no single strategy always be good in many situations. Most managers find that some combinations of these strategies is most effective in the organization setting. We move to the next slide. This figure shows unsatisfied needs of organization members resulting in either appropriate or inappropriate behavior. I feel that videoing is very difficult, so after watching this video, I think I will explain in Vietnamese later maybe. This slide, table 7.1, presents the items that make up purpose, hidden, and motivating factor. This belongs to the third strategy, job design. The process of incorporating motivators into a job situation called job enrichment. And in this table, the items that influence the degree of job dissatisfaction are called hidden or maintenance factors, while those that influence the degree of job satisfaction are called motivating factor or motivators. This slide, figure 17.6 illustrates needs in Maslow's hierarchies of needs that desirable heightened and motivating factors generally satisfy the needs in Maslow's hierarchy that desirable heightened factors and motivating factors generally satisfy. They are shown in this figure. Next slide. This table 17.2 shows advantages and disadvantages of using flexible programs. This is another strategy to motivate employees. Please enjoy reading by yourself. This slide, behavior modifications. This is a fourth strategy that managers can use to motivate organization members. It is based on a concept known as behavior modifications. Behavior modifications focuses on encouraging appropriate behavior by controlling the consequences of that behavior. Managers can use reinforcement, punishment, and behavior modification programs to motivate employees. Let's move to the next slide. This slide, Likert management system. This is another strategy that managers can use to motivate organization members. It is based on the works of Renier Likert. Likert concluded that management style in organization can be categorized into the following system. System 1, lack of confidence or trust. System 2, condescending confidence and trust. System 3, substantial confidence, and System 4, complete trust and confidence. Likert suggested that a management style moves from System 1 to System 4. The human needs of individuals tend to be more effectively satisfied over the long term. Therefore, an organization that moves towards System 4 tends to become more productive over the long term. Okay, this slide, figure 7.7, illustrates the comparative long and short-term effects of both System 1 and System 4 on organization productions. Managers may increase production in the short term by using a System 1 management style because motivations they motivate by fear, stress, and punishment. And motivation by fear, stress, and punishment is generally effective in the short run. For long run, this style usually causes production decrease. Conversely, managers who initiate a System 4 management style will probably face some decline in the production initially, but will see an increase in production over the long term. Okay, I have introduced some strategies to motivate employees for you. Later, when you graduated from this university and enter the workforce, pick the one or ones that is most appropriate for you and best with it.